Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ultimate Wheel of Fortune recap. Tonight, November 27th, 2025, was a real nail-biter, and you won't believe the twists and turns we saw. So grab your popcorn, and let's spin right into the action. Our contestants tonight were a fantastic trio. First, we had Sarah, a bubbly kindergarten teacher from sunny San Diego. Next up was Ben, a sharp-witted librarian from Chicago with a love for crossword puzzles. And finally, we had Maria, a retired nurse from Miami with a contagious laugh and a competitive spirit. Pat and Vanna were in top form, bringing their classic charm to the stage. The first toss-up puzzle, under the category What Are You Doing?, was solved in a flash by Ben. The letters popped up and he buzzed in with booking a flight to snag the first $1,000. It's a great start for our librarian, and you could see the determination in his eyes. Right. Round one's category was movie title. The puzzle was a long one, giving everyone a chance to build up some cash. Sarah started strong, landing on the express wedge and correctly calling an N. She decided not to risk it just yet, and kept spinning. She racked up a nice pile of cash with some smart letter choices, including a T and an R, but then disaster struck. She hit a bankrupt right next to the big $1,000 wedge. All her hard-earned money vanished in an instant. That's the way the wheel spins sometimes. Maria took over. But after one letter, she unfortunately hit lose a turn. This gave Ben the opportunity he needed. He spun the wheel with confidence, landing on a solid $500 and calling a D. He bought a vowel, an O, which really opened up the board. He spun again, landed on $700, and called an S. With the puzzle looking much clearer, he decided to solve. The answer was the incredible journey of 1,000 miles. A fantastic solve, and Ben added a cool $3,000 to his total, putting him in a commanding lead early on. The second toss-up was another quick one, this time under person. Sarah, eager to get back in the game after her bankrupt, was lightning fast on the buzzer. A true professional was the answer, and just like that, she was on the board with $2,000. You could feel her relief and renewed energy. The game was far from over. Now for the mystery round. The category was crossword, which was right up Ben's alley. The clue was sandwich. Ben got control of the wheel and immediately landed on the mystery wedge. He called a P, and there were two of them. He had $1,000 in his hand and a huge decision to make. The audience was buzzing. He risked his $1,000 for a chance at $10,000. He looked at Pat, took a deep breath, and said, "I'm gonna flip it." The crowd went wild. Pat flipped the wedge, and it was the $10,000. An amazing moment for Ben. His total skyrocketed. He kept his cool, bought a few vowels, and solved the interconnected words: club, hero, sub, and rap. A masterful performance that cemented his lead with over $14,000. Our third toss-up, with the category thing, went to Maria. She finally got her moment to shine, buzzing in with a winning smile. And she certainly had one. She was on the board with $3,000, and everyone was happy to see her get in on the action. It just goes to show you should never count anyone out on Wheel of Fortune. Prize puzzle round took us to a fun and games category. Sarah was up, and she was playing with a vengeance. She spun with precision, avoiding the nasty wedges and landing on some high dollar amounts. She picked a G, an L, and a B. The puzzle started to take shape. After buying an I, she knew she had it. She solved with playing beach volleyball, and for her efforts, she won not only the cash from the round, but also a fabulous trip to the Caribbean, a $6,000 vacation package. Suddenly, Sarah was right back in the thick of it, neck and neck with Ben. The competition was heating up. Round 4, a speed-up round, was an event. Pat gave the wheel a final spin, and it landed on $500. Vowels were worth nothing, and consonants were worth $1,500. The letters were sparse, but Ben, ever the puzzle master, saw the pattern. With just a few letters on the board, he chimed in with a surprise announcement. What a solve! He added another $3,000 to his already impressive total. Securing his spot as the night's big winner and heading to the bonus round, Sarah and Maria were great sports, congratulating him on a well-played game. So, Ben went to the bonus round with an incredible $21,500. He gave the bonus wheel a mighty spin and landed on the E in Americas. Pat handed him the envelope. The final category of the night was phrase. As is tradition, he was given R, S, T, L, N. And E, the puzzle, was a tough one, with only a single E appearing on the board. Ben chose his letters wisely, P, H, G, and O. This added an O and a P to the puzzle. The 10-second timer started. The board read _O__P_T_P. Ben stared intently, muttering possibilities under his breath. The clock was ticking down. 5, 4, 3. And just as the buzzer was about to sound, he shouted, "Wrap it up!" It was correct. The audience erupted. What a clutch solve under pressure. Pat opened the envelope to reveal what he had won. The crowd held its breath. And it was the $100,000. Confetti rained down as Ben was mobbed by his family. It was an absolutely unforgettable moment. He walked away tonight with a grand total of $121,500 in cash and prizes. An incredible performance from an incredible champion. And that, my friends, is how the wheel turned on this spectacular night. Huge congratulations to Ben on his life-changing win. And a big round of applause for Sarah and Maria, who played their hearts out. It was a perfect episode, full of highs, lows, and a grand finale that we won't soon forget. Thanks so much for joining me for this recap. What was your favorite moment of the night? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Wheel of Fortune highlights. We'll see you next time.